Training is a waste of time if your trainer doesn't do a good job of articulating how they can implement all of the skills they've learned across that training. And that's one of the things that I think I do really well.
Meet keynote speaker and generations expert, Kristin Scroggin.
It's really important that we learn as much as we can about generations and diversity at this point in time. It can help you avoid a lot of lawsuits, and it can help people just like each other better.
She has something to relate to everyone in every style, and I'm even quoting her to my kids.
Kristin consults on attracting, developing, and retaining rock star millennials and Gen Z talent. Before Kristin started speaking, she taught as a communications professor for over 17 years at the University of Alabama, Huntsville.
I started studying generational diversity for purely selfish reasons. I was a college professor at the University of Alabama in Huntsville, and I thought if I just made my college students love me, they were going to work super, super hard. Well, those students were millennials, and I learned really fast that that is not at all what was going to happen. So I began researching this generation, and then now I've been able to research Gen Z, and companies started coming to me and saying, what is it that you know? How can you help us attract and retain the top students that are in these generations? And so I started speaking, and it's just been, wow, crazy ever since then. I've worked with multiple industries, literally from Alaska down to the Space Coast in Florida.
In addition, Kristin has delivered keynote speeches for NASA, Procter & Gamble, Honeywell, Lockheed Martin, Jacobs, Raytheon, the U.S. Department, and the Air Force. Kristin helps organizations with generational diversity, attracting and retaining employees, leading and other DEI and communication-based topics.
The clearer you are about standard setting with the new Gen Zs who come in, the better off your life is going to be. It has to be super clear. Example I'll give you. Okay, you go to any Chick-fil-A in this country and you say the words, thank you, what will they say back to you? My pleasure. Okay, you're telling me I can get a 16-year-old acne-faced kid to stand out in 1,000% humidity on the corner of Huntsville and say, my pleasure, every time someone says thank you, and you can't get a 27-year-old there on time?
I think that there's a lot of hiring managers that really should be a part of it because it really details the differences they're going to expect and how to retain those employees. I think there's a huge benefit those companies could receive just from those individuals hearing this demonstration. It was outstanding, I think.
So my style is very energetic. I spend a lot of time helping people understand their communication style better, how to better understand generations, diversity, feedback, listening, all of the things that makes it better in your workplace to be able to work. There are multiple ways that you can have me come in and speak to your organization. You can bring me to your convention and I can be a keynote speaker. You can bring me to your office or your retreat and I can come and do personal training to your leadership or all of your employees. Or we can do a webinar where you can have your people log on from all across the country or all in one location to hear this amazing information. There's a lot of different topics that I talk about. Obviously, generational diversity is my baby because I've studied it for 17 years. So anything that touches generational diversity, I'm going to be into. Additionally, we can talk about attracting and retaining, leading, feedback, active listening, any conflict resolution, anything that will get better soft skills into your employees is what I'm all about. I promise that when you bring me in to speak, your people will not only learn a lot about generational diversity and communication styles, they'll also laugh while they do that learning.